game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than
we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Throwing on first down, Burks. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Burks. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hamler now on the return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was... but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Throwing to start the drive. Burks. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Burks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Burks. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Travis Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas. Cowboys in the dime on third. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Pollard going to try the right side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down. Burks dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Returning it, here's Hamlin. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Trucks over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Blue is right.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there. And a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jackson on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. First down, a bit of a disaster. And now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Jackson now. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing to start the drive. Burks. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Burks under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Burks being chased out left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson finding Williams on the check down. Touchdown, Broncos! Javonte Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
On 1st and 10, Burks steps away to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Burks. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he will go down, a Cowboy sack. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And that about right there, he ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
13 yards remaining on second down.
Shield, black, stick, red.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's got it to Williams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw. Burks forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, Burks. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
On first down, Burks. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Burks. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score, Broncos 14, Cowboys 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it down at butt at the 35-yard line.
Broncos 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burks. Touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to come here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 40, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Blue strike.
Jackson on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Field, black. 6, Madden. Ready.
They go play action now. Jackson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Real green.
Now Jackson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Right back to him on first down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Burks. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll run on first down. Bryant, and he's got it down to the 28.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bryant. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. Burks. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Schultz. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell you, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Throwing, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he stops the clock with 12 seconds left to play. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Here's Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks.
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.